We have a jam-packed show for you today. I, we're going to talk a little theater, a little sororities, and a little, of course, the Charles A. Wright Museum of African American History. I'm sorry about that little stumble. But first, I'd like to introduce you to a young man and a young woman. He does this theatrical piece every year in honor of Black History, of Women's History Month. See, I'm still in February. I'd like to introduce you to Monique Malone and Mr.
Hello.
Shawn P. Williams, who is the executive producer of the Vagina Monologues that's going to be here. Henry Tyler's silly. But, but it's a well known play by Eve
Yes.
Ensler.
Yes.
And good morning, you two.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Okay, let's speak into the mic. So my
Oh,
and you
good
know
morning.
you're a
Good
theater
morning.
person, so
right,
you
right.
know.
Project.
Good morning.
And first, tell the audience about the monologues.
Well, Vagina Monologue's been around quite a while. Eve Ensler from New York. It was a Broadway production. So this is my fifth year doing it. I did it 2 years with Frankie Darcell. She moved out of town, and I told the ladies, let's keep doing it because it's so positive, it's so motivating, it's so inspiring.
Do you know why it was written?
I know that she was wondering why the ladies don't talk to each other about that,
Right, and
but
it's
you
not
might have a bigger insight.
well, and it's not only just that, it's just the idea women have a lot of different experiences.
Yes.
And this was an opportunity for women to discuss their experiences. And good, bad, and indifferent
Yes.
because I was
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
And I was very fortunate to be in it one year with it was produced by Yetta Young and it was directed by Denise Dowes, who
Wow.
actually, she played the principal in Coach Carter.
Oh,
She's been
okay.
on a lot of things.
Wow.
She was in
okay.
Ray. She was in Ray.
Okay.
She was a woman who owned the nightclub in Ray, and
Okay.
he was in her house and he was cooking in her house and stuff like that.
Okay.
Excellent actress and excellent director. So this year you're doing it, and aren't
Yes.
you giving some of the money to charity?
Yes,
Yes.
the Sada House. That's a program. A young lady named Katrina Carmichael. She's her sister was killed through domestic violence, and she wrote a book, and it just touched me. And she's one of the people who's been supportive of the play and all that. So that's where some of the proceeds are going to.
It's about empowerment.
Yes,
Yes.
It's about
yes,
empowerment,
Yes.
yes, very much so. Now you're in it, Monique.
Yes.
What do you play?
I'm woman number one.
And can you tell me the theme of your monologue before you present it to the audience?
Well, pretty much, I touch on different bases of women's opinions about how they feel about their vagina, and just it touches on different little things, expressing the joy, a little joy in it. How you feel about your
Well,
personal?
you know the women have been wars have started over that. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
people get so jealous, I always call it the peat on that tree syndrome in a way because sometimes, a man can be with a woman and he becomes so possessive of that woman
Yes.
and so forth. But in yours, aren't you explaining the different facets or how the vagina is looked upon?
Yes.
Yes, and people, we're not talking anything nasty.
Right.
Right. Right.
Okay,
Right. Not at
believe
all.
me, because I wouldn't be in it if,
Right.
yeah, right.
Would you say
Okay.
that's what everybody said? Yeah, right.
No, seriously,
But
it
no,
was,
it's
and
very
in it
yes,
we had
yes.
in my production. Coco was in it. Taj from SWV was in it. Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, who also she played Tina Turner's sister in What's Love Has Got to Do with It. The minister's wife from what's that big church on 7 Mile?
Greater
Great.
Grace.
Greater
Yeah.
Grace, his wife. What's his?
Ellis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his wife,
Ellis. Yeah.
Mrs. Ellis. She was
Okay.
in it. So
Uh-huh.
you know, we had ministers' wives in it.
Right,
So
right.
it
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
No, it's
Right.
not
Believe
bad.
me,
Right, it's
I got
not
a
bad.
Spirit of Detroit award from that sucker. No, anyway, it was a
Congrats.
yes.
It's not bad. It's
Anyway,
not bad.
let's hear. She's acting. A monologue is when you talk. Just one person is speaking. So Monique, carry on.
Thank you. The little piece I'm gonna do. Let's just start with the word vagina. It sounds like an infection at best. Maybe a medical instrument or something. Hurry, nurse. Bring me the vagina. The vagina? Vagina. Well, it doesn't sound like a word you really want to say. So, oh gosh, I'm sorry.
No, you could get your phone. I mean, no, no. Go on, go on, go
No.
on. Just what you because that's happened to me.
Okay. Tying the words all together. Um, if you try to use the word being politically incorrect during sex, darling, could you please stroke my vagina? You'd kill the mood right there. I'm sorry. It's just.
Oh, don't worry about
Stumbling.
you. You thinking television? Let me tell you what happened to me last Saturday.
Right.
I was performing my poetry. Everybody knows I know my poetry left and right. The second poem I did, I was doing it, and then all of a sudden it was like I inserted the first poem into the second poem. I
Oh,
said, "Where
goodness.
am I?" And I never do that, but sometimes it all collides.
Yes.
Worlds collide, and everything. And you're just what you're doing. You're using what how it could be a turn off and a turn on and everything, but it's what so many people. It's a deal breaker for some,
Yes.
and so forth. And how many women are in the show?
We have about 30 ladies. We doing the show March 15th and we doing it March 22nd on a Sunday.
Oh, both on a Sunday?
Yes, at the International Institute. So we got two different casts.
Wow.
Right, dealing with all the ladies. But they so
Do you
positive.
direct it too?
No, I turned the directing over to Rosemarie Wilson.
Oh, I
She's a
know
poet.
Rose. I know
Right.
Rose.
She's a great talent in
Right.
Detroit. And Averia Wilson. So they in charge. I'm just basically being behind the scene, doing the maestro behind the scene.
Right, 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 right.
Right.
So does Marie do one of the
Oh
monologues?
yes. She's the narrator and she's doing because he liked to look at it, I believe. If not, she's doing the other one. I can't say.
Okay, right.
Right, it's a couple of them you can't say. I think she's doing
Right,
that one.
right,
But
right.
you know,
Well, how do you feel being a part of this production?
Well, actually, I'm excited about it. I was reluctant to do it because of the name of it until I went and saw it last year and was like, I couldn't believe I had been avoiding it. I'm glad that I'm a part of it because it gives a voice. It gives women don't speak of these things, and it's time to just be free and comfortable in who you are with who you are
Right,
within your body.
right.
It's not talked about. It's not like you have to go out and be raunchy about it, but it's done. It's very tasteful,
Right,
Very
right,
tasteful.
very
right,
tasteful,
right. It is. It
and
is.
it's
And
actually inspiring.
oh, I was just gonna
Oh.
say in ours too.
Yes.
Jamie Foster Brown was in it from Sister Magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people because they flew in to do it. So we didn't have a homegrown one here. They flew in to do it, and it was an all black
Awesome.
version. And yours is all black
Yes.
also, and
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
important.
Yes.
But it's one of empowerment. The first time I saw it. I think they might have had one black person in it. I saw it down. It was Second City at the time.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe. I said, "This is not diverse."
Right,
But
right.
you've made it diverse because these stories are every woman's
Everywhere.
Yes.
story.
Every woman's story.
Because it deals with abuse. It deals with different things. Not every woman's been abused. I'm
Right,
not saying
right.
that. But people can relate, and like it shows the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
Yes,
And sometimes I think theater is one of the best teachers of things because people look at it and say, golly, that's I'm kind of going through that.
Hmm.
Or golly, I'm having a good I'm a good relationship,
Right, right.
and so they can look at that. And so Shawn, being a man, what makes you want to do this?
Well, like I said, definitely dealing with the ladies and the issues they go through. We have to have a platform. Somebody have to put it out there. So, one reason I say we should do it because somebody is going through something, and you just want to be able. If we touch one person, we didn't did our job, and
Right.
that's why I want to be
Plus,
involved.
the performances are good. Girl, let me tell you,
Good.
one time I was in a play. I got to say this. I was in a play at college, and I knew everybody's lines in the play. Everybody's, So at one point, I knew it was my turn, and I said, golly, what's my line? I
Wow.
said, where am I?
Wow.
I
Wow.
just drew a
Yeah.
blank. But
And it
I was
happened.
working with a great actress,
Hmm.
and I said, well, I just threw a line out, anything.
Hmm.
And she gave me the right, she
Brought you
gave me
back.
her line,
Hmm.
and it brought me back. And the
Yeah.
audience never knew it. The
That's why I
audience,
like theater.
Yes.
They don't know
the,
nothing at
the
all.
audience
And it
never did
happened.
it.
They never know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get a couple. I'm trying to find the time because I love this,
Hmm.
but theater is my first love,
Right.
and then film because I've been lucky to direct some films. But theater is my first love because of
Hmm.
the spontaneity of it and everything. Now,
Yes.
did you train in drama?
No, I haven't. It was something I've always wanted to do, had a fear of doing, and started in 2010.
Where'd you start?
I started it in stage play, Love Games, with Makita Songbird. Well, she did it with TJ Hemphill. He was the
Yeah,
director.
yeah.
And since then, I've just been pushing myself forward,
Well, good
working
for
on the fear
you.
of stage fright.
Are you from Detroit?
I am from Detroit.
Where'd you go to school?
Deadby High School, East Side.
Oh, I've been there.
Okay.
Well, I had a troop of students who traveled, so we did a show there.
Okay.
It's a beautiful old building. I love it.
Right.
In fact, a friend of mine teaches there right now. Shawn, where did you go?
Murray Wright, class of 1989.
Wow, wow,
Yes.
that's cool. My daughter went there for a semester.
Okay.
I said, you got to come up out of there. You got to go back to Oak Park.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
but
Okay.
yeah.
But
No,
Murray Wright
because-
was good back in the day.
No, it was good.
Yeah,
but
was.
the thing is,
Yeah.
she was walking on the wild side.
Right,
So
right,
I had
right,
to
right.
I had to put my foot on her neck.
Yeah.
But I know great people, and Coach Duncan was
Yeah,
the coach, and
yeah.
God, little lady, Virginia Lawrence.
Okay,
She
yeah,
was my daughter's
wow.
basketball
Okay,
coach.
yeah.
She's the one who enticed
Yeah.
her to go there.
Wow.
But and had you gotten involved with theater?
Oh yes, I was in drama and I did radio, TV. I was doing the PA announcements every day
Oh wow!
until a deep
those
voice guy took over and my dream was crushed. Yeah.
Well, let's tell the audience once again.
Okay. The Vagina Monologues will be at the International Institute. That's 111 East Kirby, March 15th at 4 p.m. and Sunday, March 22nd at 4 p.m.
Okay, and how much is it?
Tickets are $18 in advance. You could go online to www.brownpapertickets.com or they could call me at 313-433-8384.
Well, it's just been just fantastic having you all on to talk about this and your devotion, your devotion to women.
Well, I appreciate being on your show, and I'm still ready to do your production of your monologue. So
we might as
let's
well,
do it.
I
Let's
might as
do
well
it.
just pull it out and
Let's
do
do
a
it.
premiere because I
Let's
think
do it.
people will really, really, really like it.
And that's always been my motto. Let's do it. I always not been the one. Let's talk. Let's do it.
Okay,
All right.
so we're
I'm
so
ready.
next everybody, we have some ladies from a very historic sorority who's telling you about an event that's going to be fantastic. So we'll be back in just a moment.